Jesus Christ.
I know. You ever get so frustrated that the second you come in, you're looking for a dog to kick or kid or a kid to slap?
Where were you today?
I had my roommate was coming back from Canada, and yesterday he sends me a text that says, "You still good to get me at 5:30?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just I live close enough to the airport where call me when you've landed, and I casually take my time to put my shoes on and wander downstairs, and by the time I pull through pickup, you're literally walking out from baggage claim. It's like the timing's perfect." So I'm like, "Yeah, just let me know when you land." And then I'm thinking about it today, and I'm like, "Oh, that 5:30 time. He's got customs and stuff." So I didn't think about it, and then I told you, "Hey man, 6:30," because I know I was picking up 5:30, and then 6:15 rolls around, and he's like, "Oh, we're just starting to land now because of the storms and stuff," and I'm like, "Fuck," because I know that I'm gonna hear it from you about scheduling and being on time but did I not keep you informed? I did give you a heads up once or twice.
You did.
Okay. So then I'm sitting there and I'm I wait 15, 20 minutes and I'm thinking I still don't know when I'm supposed to pick him up. And then he texts me, goes, "I'll let you know when I'm done with customs." And I'm like, here we are, 8:00. I'm calling you. His plane was supposed to land at 5:30. So we get. He's finally like, "All right, I'm at baggage claim now." So I throw my shoes on, I jump in the car, I'm driving there, and of course it's dead stop traffic. Not even at for half a mile, maybe a quarter mile from the terminal. I'm not even in the underpass under the overhangs, where the terminals start. I'm I'm a quarter mile back to dead stop traffic. And I'm like, fuck. So he messages me half an hour later. I go, "I'm still stuck at Terminal 1. I haven't moved in 15 minutes. So there was some idiot that had an accident. So you think oh, it's going to clear up here because it merged 3 lanes into one. And then immediately I jump back, it unmerges and it's dead stop traffic again for some unknown reason.
Oh. Who gets an accident at the airport?
2 people. You know how you're all going 10 miles an hour, but no one still wants to let anyone merge into another lane because everyone's just so worried about who even knows what. But you won't let someone merge in ahead of you because God forbid you end up going 9 miles an hour for a second.
Right?
So retarded. So I don't know what it was. It was some dude hit a van or something. It was garbage.
I mean, I'm over here falling asleep.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, the Bucks game is on, so it might be putting you to sleep.
It's not on yet, though, isn't it? 8:30?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been in a car for the last 2 hours.
I mean, yeah, it's.
And then I'm like,
I feel like you owe me though.
I don't know.
This was well deserved,
buddy. I don't know you shit. We still got a lot of debt to make up. But I was vibrating with rage by the time I scooped him up, and he just wanted to small talk the shit out of me, and it took all I had not to bite his head off or take a swing. I was so annoyed.
Man.
So I might have to suggest that his company pays for an Uber next time he takes an international flight.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad you sat in the car for 2 hours and you're late. You're late to the podcast. I'm sitting here waiting around eating. I don't know what to do.
Believe me,
is this how you feel?
But yeah. But what's fucked up was I didn't even get one over on you because I'm sitting here waiting on him,
right.
like waiting on you, like you were waiting on me. It wasn't even I was just skipping around in the park enjoying myself, fucking everybody
great.
over. Everyone got fucked today, so.
Great. So what you're saying is, Huss can go fuck himself.
I mean, Short term, yes, he can. I mean,
Yes.
you know.
In the moment.
Yeah. He does me
Jesus.
favors, so I this is there's like a little it's a balance. I don't know how equal it is, but there's a balance going on here, and
Oh.
so I'm sure he had done me a favor in the past that I now owed him for. But now when he tries to get me to watch his dog again, it's gonna be I'm gonna have to give him the people's eyebrow when he requests it.
You're gonna give him your famous your famous gift that you always send, or your famous meme of what is that, Willis?
No, it's Arnold
Arnold.
with the "what you
Arnold.
talking about" Willis
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arnold.
I love sending that. But the problem is he'll be asking me in person, so I have to kind of
Right.
like emulate it without
Right, yourself.
Yeah. So
And one would think that I had all this time that I would come with some major stories today, but I really just been laying around waiting for you.
that's all right. Laying around.
Yeah.
Could we have done this earlier?
No, I mean I got home from work and
Well, that's what I thought. I thought like
laying around.
okay, yeah, no, but I mean like I almost like at like 4 o'clock.
No.
I almost like reached
No, I
out to
wasn't home
see.
yet.
Yeah. I figured as much.
No.
I mean, you had like the last 10 days off or something. Yeah, you can't like
Yeah.
take
no.
any more time off, I guess.
No.
You got to
I
at
can't do
least
that.
you got to at least wait 2 days back to work before you work from home for a day.
Right, I've got to pretend to work for a few days to. Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So
You know how that goes.
yeah. So you got rid of all your guests finally.
No guests. I'm free here right now. It's free.
That's good.
Free of guests.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure they're lovely people, but the one last week, not the car one that we had all the technical troubles with, but the one last week where you picked her up in the car. It gets a little distracting when there's like a person like off microphone talking too. So
Yeah. It's a good thing nobody listens to the show except for the people in the Dominican.
especially when they want to give me the business, then I'm I'm not really receptive to that.
Yeah.
See, I'm saying all this because I know she'll listen.
Right. She will. She listens to every episode. Yeah. So I mean, football tonight. You excited?
Yes, I'm excited. I'm crossing my fingers for like a slow start for the Bucks. I really want. I'm like, listen, man. You know, I'm not a Brady fan. I'm sure you're not really one either.
Right.
At this point, enough. You've had
enough. It's enough already.
Enough. You've had your time. Time to go sit down and do something else. Go find another job to be great at. But
I agree.
It's like I'm glad he's out of my division, but it's annoying that he's still out there winning Super Bowls. It's annoying. It's annoying. It is. And it doesn't because you change teams. It doesn't erase the fact that you were a New England Patriot for 15, 20 years or whatever the fuck. It's like you're always gonna be the enemy. So what's going on over there? What are you getting messages?
It's my work phone. It's just going off.
You could just
ridiculous.
There's always something, huh?
I'm popular all over the world. So,
Yeah,
it comes with the territory, my friend.
I got some of your fan mail, by the way. I had to send it to you.
Oh yeah?
You saw it.
You did. I did see it, yeah.
They on the website, which is the website's more like just a hub. You can click a link for the podcast there, or buy merch, and that's about it. We don't really. There's not a lot on the website, but there's a little form that you can message. And usually it's for customer service. Where's my package? I bought it 2 days ago. Why isn't it here yet? That kind of shit.
Yeah.
But no, someone just wanted to write a glowing message telling you how wonderful they thought you were. So
that's wonderful. It's beautiful.
I rolled my eyes so hard at it, I got a migraine. So
God.
I screen capped it and sent it to you. And I said my work here is done. Now
And, and when you sent it though, I could feel the disgust. Like, like I read it with your disgust.
nobody,
Like you were pissed to even send it to me.
nobody,
Like there was probably a moment you thought, "Fuck, I shouldn't even send it to him."
nobody. Yeah, no. I did because it's more fun to send it to you and give you shit about it
Yeah.
than to not send it to you.
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
but I mean, sure, because nobody ever takes time to tell me how much they appreciate me. So even you don't even take the time to tell. Definitely not Mark.
Right.
Definitely not
No,
Marco.
definitely not Marco. Right. Right.
He shows his appreciation by not showing up and not giving me a heads up either.
Oh man,
That's
that's
why there's
great.
only 2 podcasts this week, people.
Oh, we're short a podcast.
We're gonna be short too. The 2 me and Marco do. Fuck it.
Wow. So I'm literally keeping the brand alive here.
Well, I mean,
Come on,
I mean,
a little credit, a
I
pat on the
mean,
back.
is
I
it
show up to work. I show up to work every
is it
twice a
you
week.
or is it us? And if I didn't show up, would it still get done?
Right?
Yeah.
No.
So
Nope.
let's yeah, okay. So
Oh man.
so yeah. What's it like going
Yeah.
back to
So
work after being off for 4 days?
it's been a rough week. Like I struggled to get out of bed.
Well,
I'm
yeah, but
struggling at work.
you do that anyways because you're a fat fuck.
Right, this is true. But I'll tell you, it's funny because I haven't lifted a weight in 7 days. But I've been walking, like I hit my walking goals. That's fine, but I haven't lifted a weight in 7 days. I'm a little injured, a little
You
neck
know,
injury here.
what would the 22-year-old Anthony say to the 40-year-old one talking about walking goals?
Yeah, no, it's pathetic. But I got a little neck injury I'm dealing with here. A little, I just want to be in top health for Billy. So, let the neck heal. But I am going to lift some weights here in a little bit and just test out the neck a little bit. Just test it out.
So speaking of Billy, your memory was sharp that day, and you managed to throw me under the bus and let him know I talked a little shit about him. But
Right.
I do like that Madison comes to my rescue a lot. Like she popped
Yeah,
in
what was that about?
because we're birthday twins. We have the same birthday.
Right.
We're
I know.
buddies. We're
I know.
we're pals. And
Well,
so
I mean,
she
yeah.
said, to be honest, he's my dad, and I still have nothing good to say about him.
Right. Right. But let's not don't skip over the main part of this. You seem to have forgot what happened after I made the post.
No,
you
that was
talked
it. We
trash
gotta
about
go.
me.
We're running out of time.
Yeah. So Billy
It's
says
not gonna
that
happen.
you will be the special guest referee.
Absolutely not. It will not happen.
Yeah, no, he said that. He said that.
No.
When Billy says something, it doesn't matter what you think is happening.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to wrestle him, and
Let
you
me-
don't want to referee.
let me
but
tell
somehow
you-
we're both going to be involved.
Let me
pal.
tell you something. I can go on Facebook any day that he checks in to LaTub and decide to get in a car and go over there and offer to buy him a burger and buy him around and schmooze him until he decides that I am not qualified to be the ref anymore and that someone else
qualified.
Well, what do you think I'm going to tell him? Well, I don't know what I'm doing in the ring. I got no business being in there. I don't even have a striped shirt that fits. What are we talking about?
You're so ridiculous.
I'll just piss in his ear while I'm getting him drunk, and I'll get Madison to work on him a little bit, and then and then you'll be the only one in the ring out of the 2 of us by the end of it.
Look, I have a feeling somehow, some way, during this match,
I'm
we're
getting
going to
kicked.
make our way in your vicinity, no matter where you are in that building, and you're getting kicked.
I could be hiding 18 rows back, and you guys
Right.
will brawl all the way back there to me.
Just for him to kick you.
I hope
Right.
not, because I am not trained to take a kick to that.
Well, I am trained and I don't want to take it. What are
Yeah. But
talking about?
you signed up for this. You signed up for this match. I haven't signed up for anything.
Oh, God.
I am what they call.
Ridiculous.
I am what the building would call a liability.
I didn't sign a waiver. Oh, God.
Right.
Well, we'll see what happens. We don't have a date. We have a date. We don't have a place. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I almost think it's going to get pushed to another another time and place.
Well, that would be perfectly fine with me.
Listen, November 7th has stood as a date an impressively long time compared to all the other dates you've booked to have this match.
Right.
So we'll see.
Oh, it's just scary. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll start working out October 7th.
Yeah.
We're good.
I can't believe you're going to wait another month.
No, I'm lifting now. I just took 7 days off for the neck injury.
No, but you said you're not even going to try to dial the diet in till October.
I will.
7th.
I'm playing mind games with him. He doesn't know what he doesn't know if I'm coming in at 270 or 217. But we're playing tricks and games.
I think he has a good idea. And I don't know what mind games you're talking about. He doesn't listen to the podcast.
No, right. But speaking of being fat, I had 2 fantastic meals this week at work.
Oh, here we go. I knew we'd cross the food barrier at some point.
I actually have a couple stories today, so I'm going to lead in with the food one, but the one that I'm going to end with is you're gonna fall off the chair because I haven't told you this yet. You're going to bump off the chair, so you may want to just make sure you're seated. But let's start with the food.
I appreciate that you save stuff for the podcast, that you don't tell me everything over the phone.
Right. This is amazing. This is breaking news.
Okay.
Too, so
yeah, but don't overpromise and underdeliver here.
Oh, it's not. But so let's talk about food first. So yesterday, the last 2 days I've worked in the same location, and I usually eat Jason's Deli when I'm there, and I'm like, I don't want that this time. So I start to do a search for food in the area, and I see a grilled cheese place called Bitch Don't Grill My Cheese. That's the name of the restaurant. Bitch Don't Grill My Cheese. I didn't even look at the menu, and I already decided I was ordering from this place because of the name. I was like, the name is great. They deliver through DoorDash. I got the door pass, so it's I don't pay the delivery or the pay half the tax. I'm like, all right, cool. So I looked, and they had grilled cheese. It was provolone cheese, American cheese, with a tomato and an egg. I was like, on Texas toast. Sold. I get it. Comes with tater tots covered in bacon and cheese. Totally sold on this. And you being, Mr. Tater Tot,
I don't know.
Which is another Billy Five intertwined here. We're right back to Billy Five somehow on this one. I order it, and I get it, and I send you a picture of the tater tots just because the sandwich was out of this world. Tater tots were fantastic. I mean, it's so good that I actually thought I should have ordered from there today, but I went a different route today. But fantastic. So anyway, I do DoorDash, and I have it dropped off at the counter at the front of the store, and they're like, hey, your food's here. So I walk down, and the girl up front that works with me, she's looking at me, and I'm like, what? She's like, I can't believe you wrote that comment. I'm like, what comment? She's like, and she points to the receipt, and it says, bitch, don't grill my cheese. And I'm like, what? She's like, why would you write that to them? I'm like, I didn't write that. It's the name of the restaurant. This girl, and not only her, there was kind of a whole gang of them, and they were looking from afar, like they really thought that I wrote a note to the restaurant, bitch, don't grill my cheese.
That's funny.
And I'm like, no. And they're all like, oh, everybody, the whole entire staff up there thought that that's what I wrote to. Well, I'm like, why would I write that? They're like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not that big of a dick. Jesus.
We were wondering the same thing.
Right. So anyway, the food was great, but I sent you the picture of the tater tots because long ago when we went and met Billy Fives at what was that place called we met him at?
I don't know. It was like beer. It was like Brew and Burger.
World of Beer.
Okay, there you go.
And Billy, me and you were on keto at the time, and Billy ordered tater tots. We had no option to eat them or not.
For the table.
He was like,
for the table,
right.
He ordered them.
Right, but he was very stern, like you're eating a fucking tater tot.
And to be honest, they weren't just tater tots. They were with cheese and jalapenos and sour cream and pico de gallo. Right. They were loaded. They looked delicious. So they were pretty as a picture and they were delicious. Yeah. But I put up a fight. I was like, no, I'm on a diet. And he's like, you're eating them. You're eating them. And like,
Right.
Again,
And then you ate the tater tots.
under the threat of violence. Yeah.
Right.
I broke my
So ever
diet.
since then,
Yeah.
right, and we make a joke about it all the time, right?
Oh,
We still years later.
Billy sends me pictures of tots all the time.
Right. So I thought that was funny. But today I was like, I'm gonna try something different. I tried Indian food today.
I mean, you've had Indian food before, haven't you?
Well, I made the tikka masala at home because it's a
No. You've
big
never
dish.
been to like an Indian restaurant or something?
No, I've never been to an
Oh
Indian
man,
restaurant.
a good Indian buffet is like the shit.
Well, okay, you say that, right? Good lead-in, and I didn't even tell you the story yet. I see on the window, buffet. Oh, fucking sold. I walk in, there's nobody like at the counter, there's nobody in the restaurant, and the buffet is empty, lights off. I'm like, so the guy comes out, I was like, oh, we got a buffet? And he's like, no. I'm like, all right. So I was going to take my...
Did he, like, that was it? No further explanation?
well, hold on. It gets better. So no explanation. So I was going to take it to go, but like, I felt like there was some sort of miscommunication. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to sit down. So I sit down to eat, and he comes over with his little iPad, and I asked for the Wi-Fi password, and he said, no. I said, can I get the Wi-Fi password? He's like, no, because I had no service in there. And I don't like not having service on my phone. So he doesn't give me the Wi-Fi password. So now I'm like, this fucking guy, like, what is this guy's deal?
Like, and that's crazy because, like, it's weird because you're in like an empty restaurant. It's not like they're worried about you like staying an extra half an hour and them not able to turn over tables. And yeah, I don't understand like why they wouldn't.
So then like he has his little iPad, and you know when somebody's like, hey, what would you like to order? He just stared at me. So I was like, I'll get the tikka masala, chicken with rice, and then a side of the naan bread, butter bread, naan butter bread. So, okay. You know, he doesn't say anything to me. So he's just like, takes the order and walks away. Food comes out, absolutely amazing. Like, off the charts, amazing food. Like, so good. I went up front and I paid. And then, I mean, we didn't speak, no words spoken, except when I said, are you the owner? And he goes, the only word he said to me the entire time, he goes, no. I was like, all right, so I can't get the Wi-Fi password. He's not the owner. You know, it was just weird. But anyway, the food was so good. I think I'm going to go back tomorrow and get another meal.
See,
I'm hoping he warms up to me, though, 2 days in a row.
You should, like, pretend like you're best buds when you come in. Just
I'm
like,
oh!
yes.
Yeah.
Kind of give him a noogie and everything. I missed you. I missed you, you crazy son of a bitch.
I hug him, yeah. So I'm going to go back tomorrow because I'm going to try either the chicken korma or the vindaloo. And these are very popular dishes in the UK, which we all know I'm an international star in the UK. Mm-hmm. My tikka masala video that I made at home has, 400,000 views. So I made a video today. I haven't posted it about today's meal, but I'm going to go back tomorrow and make another one. And
you should have made a video in the restaurant.
I did, but I didn't get him in the video. But
tomorrow you got to get him.
Oh, he's on. He doesn't even know he's on video tomorrow.
Now here's the thing that like is weird about Indian restaurants that do the buffet is that sometimes they don't do it every single day.
Well, they didn't do it today,
right? I don't know if you want to.
I was disappointed.
Google or look into that, or maybe they only do it for dinner. I don't know. But
so I thought that was it only for dinner, maybe.
I don't think so. I think it might be like they only do it certain days, and the people that know, and then they're busier on those days.
Right. So I'm gonna go back tomorrow. I'm gonna make him be my best friend and see what happens. But the food was fantastic. So I had 2 really good meals this week. But I'm probably pushing 270 again. But whatever.
Probably most likely.
Just that I haven't worked out and really haven't burned that many calories.
And Mister, I only take one bite. Every fucking thing I see you eat on TikTok, you're eating the whole fucking thing.
It's an illusion. People believe what you make them believe.
Well, I believe in what I see. That's all I know. Like if you took one bite and you didn't take another bite in the video, I would believe you bullshitting me saying I only take
Spit it out. You don't see
You
that
do
part. Spit it
not.
out.
'Cause what do you stuff it in your cheek when you take the other two bites?
Spit it out.
Are you chipmunking it?
Editing. It's very good editing.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I did want to talk about food because it wouldn't be a podcast without talking about food.
Right.
You know?
For good or bad, whatever.
Right. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But, man, I don't know. It's too early to tell my good story.
Why?
Wait, that's a go home.
No, we're good.
It's totally a go home.
We're good.
Well,
Unless you got
so
something
today,
else.
no, I really don't have anything else.
Well, then let's take it home. Take it home, brother.
Today.
Yeah.
Today was the day. It finally happened after 2 years. It happened.
2 years. I'm trying to think.
It finally happened today.
I'm trying to think what it could be.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I had a face-to-face run-in with the squatter.
Oh no!
Yes! I avoided this for 2 years.
Okay, well, this is perfect because I feel like this story will totally take us to the end of the show because we kind of have to re-explain to anyone that didn't hear about the squatter. You had okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
Well,
you go ahead and recap.
It's your story, but I mean, you were.
Well, I'm going to take a drink of this Gatorade while you recap.
You were seeing this girl, and somehow you got a little too serious with her, and I knew we were having a problem when you brought her down to Boca for a trip to Boca when your parents were still down here, and you were like visiting. And I guess you brought your kids, and I think she has a kid. A whole disaster. You brought, I was like looking at it going, oh no. And I'm also gave me the opportunity to give you the business because I think on that trip you had no time for your boys. You were in girlfriend world and family world, and you came all the way down to South Florida and had no time to hang out with me and Blake and Marco. So.
Right, but you do know. Why does the story go back to Billy 5? You do know on that trip, I went to Hollywood Beach with my mom and dad and her kids and my kids. And Billy, I texted Billy and said, hey, I'm at Hollywood Beach with the fam. And I swear to God, I turned around. It was like Houdini. He was like, boom, he was there. I was like, whoa. And he was like, wow, it was across the street. I was like, holy shit. So she was really rude to Billy, and Billy's like, what the fuck's her problem? I'm going to tap her out. Like, he was about to choke her out. But Billy and my dad
would have saved you some problems if he did.
Right. And, Billy and my dad had a great conversation that night. They hadn't seen each other in a while, so they talked the entire time. And, it was fun. But she did, Billy did meet her, and he was just, like, unimpressed.
Tremendous.
So anyway.
Tremendous red flag. Tremendous.
Right. Oh, right away. I remember leaving that night going, that's like the reddest flag of them all. Like, you fucked up. Like, you fucked up. Right. So anyway, she ended up moving into my house, and then I had to send her on her way. We broke up. Quickly, and I paid for her to move out and got her out. I have not spoken to her since that day.
No. You don't get to do that. You don't get to explain it like
fast?
that. You don't just say I got rid of her and that was that, because the whole reason that her nickname is the Squatter is because she refused to leave your house for 3 fucking weeks. That's the whole point of the nickname and the funny that you're running into her. You don't get to gloss over that and just be like, oh yeah, we broke up and that was that. No. It was 3 weeks of trying to get her to get the fuck out of your house, and her causing all kinds of drama, and I don't even remember the details of it. You would know them better than I, but you don't get to just pretend like none of that happened. That's the whole reason she has the name. Are you crazy?
Right. Okay. Do you want to just tell the story?
No, I mean, you. No, I don't want to tell the story. I want you to tell the story, but I want you to tell it honestly and fairly and correctly.
No, I mean, look, she moved in. Well, I was out of town, and she squatted to the point where I slept on the couch because I didn't want to be near her. She did not want to leave, and then eventually, I a couple of weeks went by. I found a moving company and paid $700 to have her escorted off the property with all her stuff. But she did squat here for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And it was a bad time in my life. Bad time. I always put myself in these situations too. But anyway,
You're lucky.
let's get to today.
You're lucky your house didn't get claimed by Canada for the next
Right.
month and a half.
Right. So today, I have not seen her since the day she moved out. I've not seen her, which was 2 years ago. I've not seen her, not spoken to her, nothing. Now I did see her once in a distance, but like it was in a distance, so there was no interaction.
Was that at a game or something, or
At a football game, no, at Lex's graduation.
Oh yeah, did she give you the finger or something?
No. She just we were distant, like very distant, and I kind of avoided her. But I know she saw me, and I put my head down and kept walking.
But no eye contact was made.
Zero, right?
Okay,
so
good.
fast forward to today.
Mm-hmm.
The universe is weird. So I ordered Shane's Rib Shack for dinner because I'm a fat fuck and I don't feel like cooking.
What'd you get? I just want to know.
This is even worse. So I ordered a cheeseburger first. But I ordered the kids their food. I did it online. And then I ordered the cheeseburger. But then something told me to order 4 chicken tenders covered in sauce. Now, I went to go to the option to get it covered in sauce, the 4 tenders. Now, I've got the cheeseburger coming, but the tenders, I go to pick the sauce, and I picked the Shack sauce, or whatever they call it, the Q sauce. But then it says you can mix 2 different sauces. So I threw a little teriyaki in there, too. And then I got a side of mac and cheese and a piece of Texas toast. So I ate every single bit of it. There's nothing left. I was going to save some for the game tonight. I ate it all. Anyway, I ordered the Shane's, but I'm going to do pickup because I'm too cheap to pay for the delivery. So it was like a $4 difference. I was like, no, I'm fucking picking it up. So it said 20 minutes. So I said, let me stop at Publix, but I did not go to my usual Publix because the new Publix is closer to Shane's Rib Shack. So I said, let me go there. And I honestly went there with no, I wasn't buying anything. I was going just to go to waste 20 minutes. So I
you decided to waste 20 minutes in a
Publix
supermarket just looking at food. You fat piece of shit.
So
you just decided to go get your nipples hard in the ice cream section.
Well, so when I walked in, I did have a thought. Let's rewind back to 3 days ago. I went to a Target, and Target had this cheese from the UK that everybody tells me to try. Well, I bought it, but I left it in the fridge at work. And the store's an hour and a half away, so I'm not going back there. I lost my cheese. So I said, well, let me go check if Publix, the new Publix, is a very nice cheese section. Maybe they have that cheese. So I'm looking at the cheese. They don't have it. I do a couple laps around the store. I'm just looking. I'm not buying anything. In the meantime, my daughter texts me and says, buy me seaweed. She's been eating seaweed, like just the seaweed, like she's some sort of sea creature. It's the weirdest thing. So I go to buy the seaweed, but the line's really long. And I look at the customer service desk and I go, it's short. There's nobody there. So I don't want to wait in this line with 10 people. So I go to customer service, but I feel guilty being the guy that was like, can I buy these seaweeds? So I say, like I've never played the lotto before. I go, how much is the lotto? And she's like, what? The lady's like, what do you I said, oh, can I buy these seaweed and buy some lotto tickets? And she's like, yeah. So she goes, I got to ring them up separate. So she does the seaweed. I pay for the seaweed. And then I said, give me 2 Powerball, 2 Mega Millions, and make them the multipliers because I'm going to be a millionaire tonight.
So wait, what happened was you're too cheap to pay the $4, but then you end up tricking yourself into blowing
Yes.
a bunch of money
$12.
on
Yes.
fucking lottery tickets because you don't
Right.
want to look like you're just buying seaweed.
Right.
It's like
All
the
this
guy.
fucking
It's like
weed.
the guy that goes up and buys 12 things, but he's really just disguising the fucking thing of condoms in them.
Right. So I asked her for the, and we start a conversation. Like I could have been out of there already, and she's like, "Oh, she goes, I'm congratulating you now." And I said, "Oh, for winning?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "This is even funny too," because I said, "She goes, what are you gonna do? Buy an island?" I said, "That sounds like a good idea." I said, "Whatever it is, I'm gonna get out of McDonough, Georgia." And she said, "Oh, I would love to." And I said, "Have you been here your whole life?" And she said, "No, I grew up in California and then I moved here." Now I said, "Oh, I used to live in California." And we're having this conversation. And then I say, "Well, when I win, you can come hang out at my island." she took it as I was hitting on her because she goes, "I don't know if my husband will be okay with that." That's what she said to me. So I said, "Oh, your husband can come along." Her response is, "I guess the more the merrier." I was like, "Whoa, what are we dealing with here now?" Now I've opened a whole like swinger
Yeah, you're
conversation.
like,
I feel
lady,
like.
I didn't buy any pineapple.
Right. I was like, where is this going? But and the way she said it was like she literally said, "Wow, I guess the more the merrier." And she said he won't mind, and I was like, "What the fuck?" As that happened, I turned to the right while she's ringing up the lotto tickets, and I see the squatter coming in with her daughter. But I look back to the register because it didn't register it was her until I looked back, and then I went, "Wait a second." And for some stupid reason, I looked back at her.
You did the double take and got
I
caught.
did. And when I did the double take, she said, "Oh, hey." And I said, "Hi." And I looked right back at the lady and kept my conversation going. Didn't even break stride. Went right back into the conversation. I was like, "Yeah, so when I get that island, you're going to come visit?" And she just kept walking. And in my head, I was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck just happened?" And I didn't want to turn around and look. So I just kept going. And she gave me the change. I was like, "Have a good day." I just darted right out of the building. Like, ran.
This
Yeah.
this is so George Costanza.
The whole
Oh my
situation
god.
tonight, the whole entire situation was at like the fact that I didn't want to pay for the delivery. I ended up spending a fortune. I spent like $22 between the 6 packages of seaweed I had to buy her and the lotto tickets. I got to see the squatter. Such a disaster. What a disaster. Yeah. So I was awkward.
I'm so happy you bumped into the squatter. I was hoping it would be more of a confrontation, but
No, but she looked angry. Like, so when I got home, Lex came down. I was like, "You'll never guess who I ran into." So I told her, and I told Nick, and they were both like dying laughing. And I'm like, Lex is like, "Wow, you went 2 years." It's like, that's a good streak. I was like, "I know. Like,
poke the
who would have thought
streak.
2 years I avoided here?" Right? Like,
Had you so just to backtrack, when you what so you paid movers to get all of her shit out of your house, and I guess you took it back to her place. Um and I guess you changed the locks. So what was
right.
so was that the last conversation was like, "Listen, your shit's
That
on
was it.
your shit's on its way back to your
I never
house."
spoke to her again.
Okay, she never like wrote you or anything like that?
She did, but there was no contact from me
Oh,
back.
but what did she write?
Right. Well, no, she had like messaged me on Twitter. I must have had to block her on every social media thing ever.
No, but I mean,
So numbers blocked.
was she hounding you for a while, or was it just like a day or two of the?
Not like a week or two.
Ah, all right.
But like I'm nervous to even look at my phone tonight because like I mean you don't know, right?
Um, I, I, w- I really wanted to. I'm now. I'm going to tell you, so it's going to ruin it. I should have just had Bobby Rogers message you with a Fugazi number.
Oh man, this is
Saying
ridiculous.
like, running into you at Publix brought up a bunch of feelings. I'm gonna come over tomorrow around 5:30. I think we should talk.
No,
Oh,
no. Jesus.
I still have my key. I'll just let myself in if you're late.
Ah, fuck.
What would
Unbelievable.
what would your kids do if she showed up while you weren't home?
Probably call me immediately.
They wouldn't let her in.
No, no, no. No,
Uh,
but like they've seen, they've seen her more than I have because they see her at school or whatever, dropping the kids off and blah blah blah.
they go to the same school as the
Yeah, yeah,
oh. So they
yeah.
did those kids never had an interaction with each other? They never talked about it between the kids? That's what I'm curious
Uh,
about.
they don't. I mean, I don't think there's any interaction between them. No,
I
but
would have liked to have heard like them like their like take on the whole thing back when it happened
yeah,
between the three of them, because that girl must know her mom's a lunatic, right?
I guess I don't know.
You're really uncomfortable right now, aren't you?
I mean, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I feel like if we talk about it a little while longer, it's like saying Candyman 5 times in the mirror.
right.
But she already appeared, so what
Yeah.
what worse could happen?
I can't even believe that happened today. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
see that took us home right there. That was perfect.
Fuck, man, what a day! What a day! Yeah,
It
and like I gotta tell you, it's just it's like
was
a
pulling.
lot of weird,
It
a
was
lot of weird shit happened this week.
it was pulling teeth getting you to tell the squatter story in the first place.
Right,
You,
right,
you
right. But
needed.
let me tell, a lot of weird shit happened this week to me, and it's weird. Just a lot of weird shit's happened.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Weird, but yeah. So I don't know. Weird, weird, weird. Anyway, I don't have any food now to watch the game with because I ate it all. I
Just
do have an apple pie and some ice cream, so
you fat fuck.
I'm gonna go lift some weights real quick and make me feel less guilty eating it.
Just I'm not gonna lie. A heated up slice of apple pie with some ice cream on it sounds
That's what's
pretty.
about to happen.
Sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. So, but all right, yeah, that's it. That's my story for the day, and I've got nothing else.
Sounds good, man. I'm pretty much done with you. I don't have. I ran out of patience before this thing even started, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go outside and look for a duck to kick, and maybe I'll feel. Maybe I'll feel better after that.
Oh God. Goodbye.
Bye.